the side of the truck deals. I'm the master of the buy. With my wisdom and experience, I'm setting the pace, turning yard sale, junk into gold and in the rain.
Oh dear God, save me.
All right, that's enough of that happy. That's enough of that happy shit. Yeah, I'm so disappointed this morning. I pulled the SD card out of the video camera. I was almost killed yesterday, and there was, for some reason, I had never tell it to save a clip. It's got a 128 gig card. I thought I'm fine when I get home. I don't have to save a clip because the card's so big. It had been storing clips randomly for like the last 2 years. And it used up 2/3 of his memory on the card. I mean, I look at it to be some random clip of me driving at night. I'm like, why did it save that? For God's sakes! So y'all don't get to see the video of the CSS truck trying to kill me yesterday.
Dang.
Yeah, this is where the party's at, right here.
When I tell you trying to kill me,
I wouldn't
so y'all,
come to this party.
does everybody know what a big CSS truck is? It's the big. They're about the size of a box truck, but they've got the axles, extra axles on them that'll put them on a railroad track.
Yeah.
And so, if anybody knows Jackson, downtown Jackson, I was trying to get on alternate for Tennessee. I was trying to get on alternate 45. The 2 lanes on the inside go downtown. The 2 lanes in the middle, which are marked in the fucking pavement, say 45 up over the bridge. I'm in the inside left lane, and there is a 5th lane that says left turn only, going downtown the other way. Well, the guy in the SX truck decided he didn't give a fuck. And of course, beside me in the next lane over is a semi truck. So I'm being squashed between a semi truck and that fucking tard on CSX truck, who was come over and had decided he did nothing wrong, and I had to nail the brakes. I mean, I don't know how I didn't get hit. I credit it to watching all these car wreck videos.
I do too, because
Dang.
you watch enough of those, that makes you more aware of what you're doing yourself.
I saw that there was a left turn lane, and I'm like, why is he? And I'm like, he is still hauling ass to a left turn lane in that big ass truck. I'm like, you had the sense that he's not going to stop. And then I called up to him, and they're all laughing and having a good time in the fucking truck. Like, we almost killed that old fucker. We don't give up.
Oh.
He drives a Toyota. We don't care.
I'll be right back.
Dave's not a trooper. He just doesn't go to bed.
Nope.
About 4 o'clock this afternoon, he'll tap out like a little girl. What a almost dying incident. I called Johnny. I'm like, you almost had to come visit me in a hospital in Tennessee.
That would suck, man.
Yeah, but other than that, nothing eventful happened yesterday in Tennessee. And for the 6 minutes I was in Kentucky.
Well, you went quite a ways then, huh?
Maybe. For those of you who are geographically challenged, the state of Tennessee is not that wide. So to get into Kentucky,
it's not that wide.
I can drive from here and in 2.5 hours be in Kentucky. So because Tennessee,
still a nice little drive though.
I can drive 2.5 hours any direction in Texas and still be in Texas.
Dude, I knew Texas was big, but the thing that really reminded me how large Texas was I was coming back the first time from California, and I stopped in El Paso and got a hotel room in El Paso. And I'm like, I'm doing good. I'm getting up, I'm eating breakfast at 7. I'm rolling out the hotel about 7:30. This was summer, so daylight savings was full. It was fucking dark when I rolled through Texarkana. It was dark when I rode. I mean, it was like 14 hours to drive from 12 to 14 hours from El Paso to Texarkana. How many miles is that? Let's see.
In Texan, that's a long ass way.
It felt like forever just to get to Dallas. That would be 814 miles across. That's with stops and everything. It took me 14 hours. Yeah, that was. I knew it was, and that's even with taking the lower through there. A lot of the speed limit's 80 because you're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's what I need. There's nothing to be. I know, right, man. So in case y'all missed, no Monday show from Primo, man,
What the hell?
they were busy having blowouts on their own on their tires. Hey, Adam, what's up, man? What's up, Kent? I'm not calling anybody's name out, JT. There's a few of y'all who got normal names, but this at stuff. Can you two?
Oh yeah. Is there a way you can't change it?
I don't know if there's a way to change it or not. Yeah, that was the trip that I figured out what the upper limit of the van is because there was this lady. I was running 90 in an 80, and she would slow down and speed up and slow down and speed up. And she was just irritating me. She'd get all the way to my door, and then she'd slow all the way back down. She'd speed back up, getting change lanes, and she did that like 4 times. And I had a semi in the passing lane, and so I might have gone through the semis, and she got stuck behind the semi, and I buried the needle.
My aunt used to drive that way. Slow down, speed up, slow down.
Maximum on the
Yeah,
van.
I hate that.
Sick riding with her. Ugh.
114 miles an hour is as fast as and I don't know that you want to even go 115 miles an hour in a minivan. 114 felt like. I mean, you got to imagine the aerodynamics of these big suckers. If you put a block of wood in front of a fan and see how good that does. I kept driving 114.
Kia.
I drove 114 until I couldn't see her anymore.
I bet you I could do 100 in the Kia. I'll have to try it someday.
It'd be like a Star Trek episode. I'm giving her all she's got. She's breaking up, Jim.
Actually, I cruise at 90 and it's fine. So we'll see.
Yeah. So, is there anything exciting going on in reselling this week?
Yes.
Update to our promoted listings program.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Is that the new one where they're going to charge you no matter?
As long as somebody looked at that promoted listing
I haven't
once at some point. Yes,
I haven't read it yet, but yeah, I expect that's it.
I don't know what the plan is, though. Do you stop using promoted listings? Because everybody's going to stop using promoted listings.
I vote for that.
Okay, so here we go.
It makes me shit.
Yeah,
Every
that
time?
would make me shit, too.
Every morning, every time.
I'm changing your song, damn it. So I don't know how they get away with that. I mean, it is providing a service. You're collecting on a service that you did not provide.
Yeah, I have a feeling there will be some. They
I mean,
might get away with that in the UK, but
I
not.
don't understand how that's legal. That is like going to one law firm and getting a consultation, and you go to another one, they both get paid. I mean, it is just because somebody else randomly clicks and buys an item that has been promoted to someone else. This is not advertising. That's extortion. There's no other way around it. John's trying to come up with a good thought about it. I can tell, but there's
I'm trying to figure out the frick you're talking about.
So eBay is on their new promoted listing starting at the first of the year. If you promote, say this, if I promote this Diet Coke at 5%, and Steve clicks on it to look at the promoted listing, and he goes, "Oh fuck, I don't want that." And Dave turns around 2 days later and buys the Diet Coke. They're going to charge me promoted listings because Steve looked at it.
Dave never looked at it as a promoted.
Dave never looked at it as promoted. He looked at it organically. But because Steve did, at some point, in 30
I'm
days.
just an asshole.
Yeah, Steve.
Join the club.
Steve.
I'm
I'm
glad
gonna go.
not the
I'm
only
gonna
one
find
on
all
the
my
panel.
competitors and just
Now,
click
here's-
on their listings all day long.
Here's the thing. Eventually, everybody's going to click on something that's promoted, and
Of
somebody.
course.
So
Yeah.
you're going to have to pay that promoted fee.
So, do you continue to do promoted because everybody else is going to stop using promoted because of that?
What's to stop eBay from having bots go around and click on every promoted listing?
Because they
Here-
would
so
lose
here-
their ass.
here's
big time.
exactly.
It's not worth the profit of a bot. It's not worth the profit to jeopardize their business model
Yeah.
doing illegal activity like that. You have to understand, they went to their lawyers and said, can we legally do this? And the lawyer said yes. And until somebody challenges it legally,
I have a feeling this one will be
So
challenged.
this is the here's my opinion on it. This
Morning,
is the end game around. Our average fee is 13.5%, but they want to up the average fee without saying we up the average fee. And so, I mean, you're guaranteeing that all these people that are saying like Kent, you're full of shit, by the way, on this one. And we're not boycotting eBay. You can go lick your own balls. We don't care. Um, I'm telling you right now, it is going to hurt a lot of sellers because they are not going to calculate this in because they're not going to catch this. And basically, your fees are going to go from 13 to 16, 17, 18%. That's the end around game of how they're going to do this.
They've
do
already
you
tried
think
it
it's
in the
because they're
UK.
getting flooded
so-
with new sellers? They want to thin the herd to the more experienced ones?
Well, the new sellers they're getting where
They just want more money, John. See, this is the problem. I've been talking about this for
They're
2 to 3
experienced.
years now. Is whenever it's the problem with eBay, and it's the whole reason why behind why they suck ass is because once they became indebted to the whatever the people are that came in and kicked all the regular people out, and now it's just shareholder. They are not finding new customers for the most part. They are retreading. So what do? They go, how do we make our numbers look better for stockholders? Well, we're going to start pushing promoted listings. Couple years. They're at the point now where you can't get any more fees or any more, but they still need to show a profit like they're doing something. So they're so concentrated on how to get more money out of a seller. Instead of looking, there's nobody there who looks at it and goes, well, we could find more buyers. Oh, that's too expensive. That's too hard. Let's just fuck the sellers.
I'm
y'all right.
I'm
eBay.
gonna
Some of
raise
y'all
my
right.
prices
eBay
by
Open.
my percentage.
Did they roll this out at eBay Open? They knew this was going to happen. I told y'all they put a bad smoke show in front of y'all. Blew nice, happy rainbow smoke up your asses. Sent y'all out to the masses to tell how wonderful eBay was when they are still a giant sucking piece of shit.
They did this in the UK, and Vinted grew by about 50%.
That's the point, Lag. You're proving my point. eBay stock is up because they're making their stock look good at the and killing the people who are delivering.
But
Why does it say lag 9?
but you have to understand.
Because lag 8 got booted.
This is his 9th account. He had to.
Oh, you got that piece of mail from me, Lag?
My eBay stock is up.
No, it's Steve. It's because people haven't gone in and changed their username, so it's whatever whatever YouTube assigns you when you started.
Oh.
Even though they've changed their name, it used to show your name. Now it shows strictly the username.
Yeah, that's new.
It's been like that a couple weeks.
Now I'm going to throw this to the other side. The object of a business is to generate profit for the stockholder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your job as the owner of your business is to generate income for the stockholder, which is you.
Okay, so
What the best thing is for your bottom line.
How much stock do you have in eBay, Scott?
but not a damn cent. So here's the point, John.
Sure,
At
it's
what
up.
point is it good for the stockholder as you kill the future of the company? As you know what I mean? At some point, this fees and all this stuff is eventually going to reach a point where you run off. the customers you've got, you run off the seller because that's one of the things people don't talk about on eBay.
That's the
is-
future. That's the future of all of e-commerce. Amazon's trying to backdoor their fees right now with
They
these
are.
new things they got coming out. eBay's trying to do it. They all have to look better for the stockholders. But eventually, this is where something comes along where Jeff Bezos talked about it in his shareholder letters.
Yep.
Amazon will go bankrupt because somebody bigger and better will come along and eat us up. And this is where AI and the latest in technology and all that. And what's going to happen is I see where Amazon breaks off into they get it to you in a week. Walmart gets it to you in a day. And neither of them sell anymore. It's going to be some third party software that is able to sell the product, and we're going to store it at Amazon or we're going to store it at Walmart to ship out to a customer. I see this coming. Listen, every time we've had an advancement in technology, it's because something got to a point that it no longer was affordable. Retail stores the mall pricing was getting crazy when the internet was started. It was getting too expensive to run a business in a mall. So all of a sudden, everybody wants to go to Sears. Said, no, this is a fad. This isn't going to work. And look where it got them. But that's what's going to happen. Technology is going to change this again.
My best friend's wife got handed paperwork past Friday, that the end of November will be her last day because 180 people are being replaced by software driven by AI. Now she's old enough that she can take early retirement, but you know.
But how many of those? But how many people had to be hired to run the software for that technology to be able to replace those people? I'm not saying they hired 180 people
Right.
to run the technology, but they had to hire people that were. So everything changes. The job market changed when the computers came. And there are people at my age, 60, 55 to 65, that are going to get hurt with AI. They're not going to be able to learn enough to get a job.
Yeah,
And
the problem
technology
with
is going
this,
to put them out of work. They're going to be ditch diggers.
the root problem is wrong with eBay is you walk closer and closer to the cliff where you're getting to a point where you're going to push the seller so much they're going to, that's why these other platforms are gaining traction and gaining.
What's making what not so big?
I think what not so big because you can move things fast.
It's also their fee structure.
Their fee structure is much cheaper.
Better. Yeah.
But what I was
their fees are going to go up. Eventually, their fees are going to go up because their technology is not going to support, and they're going to have to advance, and that stuff starts to cost money.
The company that's handling, because what Sandy did was involved in human resources for like 5,000 people, 5,000 employees. Well, there's a company now that has created this AI-driven HR management system that is taking care of 20 companies, 1 million employees instead of just 5,000. So, as we evolve, people are going to have to find other jobs, or they're going to have to find other ways to make money, or everybody's going to be on the government dole. So
that's what they're pushing.
That might
for,
be
Tom.
the ultimate goal. Right?
That is the absolute ultimate goal.
I disagree.
Have you ever have you looked at the stuff and read the Great Reset and those kind of things, John? The ultimate goal is for them to pay everybody a check to do nothing.
No, I think they're gonna. I think what's going to
They
happen.
Still need to raise money somehow.
You got to understand. This started during the pandemic. There was a divide in the classes. in America, and I know nobody wants to admit that there's a class system in America, but there is.
Of course there is.
The middle has gone away, and there's the have and the have-nots. And the people that have during the pandemic were acquiring a lot of stuff. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of real estate in Charlotte, the Charlotte metro area, was bought out. People were losing their houses. Big companies and rich people were coming in and buying up houses and renting them. And now that's led into a housing market problem because people bought these houses. They need to get X amount of money out of them to pay them payments on it. The landlords, and now people can't afford the payments. They can't afford the rent on it. A 2-bedroom apartment in Charlotte in a good apartment complex is over $2,000 and going up.
It's closer to like 2,300 here.
It's eight. My son just rented an apartment in not a good part of town, in 2-bedroom apartment, $850 a month. That's crazy for this town. That's high, but it's normal now.
So here's my prediction. I'll put my Nostradamus hat on and tell y'all where it's coming next. Here's what's coming next. That they're gonna get so much more money because so many people are not going to understand this new promoted. They're gonna get drunk with the fees, and it's gonna be. That's the next step. Is if you promote it, you're going to pay it. That's the next step. It's not going to be good enough that.
Pretty much.
Because
Anyway.
I'm tired of you, Kent, and your bullshit. So there you go. That's why I put you in timeout, and I'm the only one that can put you in timeout, and you're in fucking timeout. So enjoy it.
Oh boy.
Damn!
Damn.
But listen,
Coming here and causes a disturbance in the chat. I'm the one that causes the disturbance. Damn it.
Yeah, that's my job.
I am a dick, and I don't care.
He did make a good point where he says this is poetry: adapt and evolve, or perish.
but I didn't get a chance to finish. I have somebody here doing work around the house. I got a lot going on trying to open a new business. It is. You have to understand, business is going to evolve, and they are going to bankrupt themselves. A lot of these companies during the pandemic started tweaking things based on pure profit. People started to accept less service, less this, less that, with a higher price. The companies started buying up the smaller companies, and the customer service has gone away. Eventually, that profit-driven model is going to blow up. Is it going to blow up in 6 months? I don't think so. But it'll blow up in our lifetime, and you're going to see a new way of doing service-based business where you talk to a human. Retail is going to change because it's going to go 100% online. You're not going to be able to buy anything face-to-face in a store.
You got to be able to buy bread and eggs and shit.
Nope. Walmart's going to deliver it same day.
Well, they do now. I mean, you can
Right.
do that now.
And it's going to take time, but that will be the model.
I don't even have to.
Everybody said the landline was not going anywhere. So you will always have a phone in your house. When's the last time any of you motherfuckers had a phone in your house? Well,
My
except
mom-
for
my
Tom,
mom
who's
still
like
does.
8,000 years old.
Get him, Tom.
My mom,
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that have phones in their house, still
yeah,
have
my mother still
landlines.
does. Sure.
Especially
Yeah,
when they have,
they're
especially
all-
when they have
they're
little
all-
kids and they have babysitters and that whatnot.
You know, we used to send letters to everybody too, Christmas cards. Now it's an email.
Yeah.
We had to wait for the old fucks to die off. So once you're dead, Tom, we'll be able to go to, just cell phones.
Okay, so here's
Now
the
y'all
question.
get me in trouble. Y'all get me riled up. Now my wife's yelling at me for cussing. What the fuck?
I know, right? There's nobody out here to yell at me for cussing, except for Kent, and he keeps cussing me out in text.
Well,
Anyway.
my wife, listen, I'm starting this print farm. I have a whole empty room in the back corner of the house, right? That's where I was going to put it. As soon as I said it, this is where I'm putting everything. My wife said, "Get the hell out of here. This is one of your granddaughter's rooms. They each get their own room." This morning we're back to putting them in one room. Like they're going to come here like what, once a month?
Put them in a bunk bed. So
I'm giving them sleeping bags and call it a camping trip.
There's two things. If the community is loud enough and fights back, eBay has shown that they will change some things or delay some things. So I think it's important that we let eBay know that this is a cash grab. They are, and I'm not saying form a union or any of that crazy bullshit. I'm just saying that we need to speak out as one solid voice every time you communicate with them. Hit customer service. Anytime you talk about it, understand that this is akin to theft or services not rendered.
It's a recipe for a future class action lawsuit. I can tell you that.
But the one thing you do is what are you going to do about it now? That's the question I've got for you.
Now here's my question.
Wait. Did anybody? Because I'm old and I'll forget.
Wow.
Did anybody get a check from Facebook? The settlement.
I did.
Roberta got a $35 check yesterday. She said before she opened it, she said, "How much do you think this check is for?" I said, 75 cents. And she opened it up and she said, "Oh my God, it's $35." I said, "That'll last you about 10 minutes in a casino on a cruise ship."
What are you going now? It's here, and unless we force the change, which is, I don't know if that's akin to pissing into a fan and telling yourself it's raining. What are you going to do about it? My first thought is you don't abandon promoted listings, but you better be careful of the damn percentage.
Well, here's the other thing.
I'll keep it
is this their first step into a pay-per-click system such as Amazon has?
They already have it.
Probably. They do.
They already have
nobody
it.
uses it, I'm guessing.
It just doesn't work right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, is this the first step to push people over to pay-per-click?
They're just calling it something different. That's all.
No. Don't you have an option of the two? I'm not on eBay anymore, so I don't.
Yeah, there is a pay-per-click model and the promoted listing model.
Are they trying?
I wonder how that works if you end the campaign.
Are they trying to push you over to the pay-per-click system?
No, they're forcing you over. It sounds like.
Why does eBay have so much overhead? They don't do anything. They have computers online.
I'm sure they do a lot, but
I mean, why do they have such a big overhead?
Hey, that's good advice from a part-time reseller. I appreciate that.
Who's that? Me?
No, Kent. From Kent. Kent wants y'all to go put in applications. That's good advice from a part-time reseller. There you go.
He's got a.
What happened?
He's like an executive in a sales company, isn't he?
Y'all want me to burn a bridge? I'll burn one right here and right now.
Yeah. So
you know what? And Todd and I, we're not going to have to put up with this bullshit very much longer. Either we're going to kill over, or we're just going to say screw it all, and we're going to go travel the world with the money that we have. It's the young people like Chastity and allegedly Lag, and they're the ones that's got a long haul here because
that's what I said, John. You weren't awake yet. That's exactly, you said it in a more concise manner. That's what I said. And this is a pseudo way to increase the fees.
But the price of items being sold goes up. So, they're like double dipping.
The problem is on eBay, there's no barrier to entry. Anybody can join. So that means so you can list something, and you have to compete at a price that the other people. Tom, think of the absolute stupidest motherfucker on this planet. He can sign up for an eBay, or she can sign up for an eBay account and start selling against you same items, and never understand the fee structure and what it costs an item. Because if you don't believe me, go look at what they're selling these things for, and you on eBay, and you go, Well, if they sold it for free, they're not making any money. I mean,
But
if
But you got to
Absolutely.
understand, the younger generation
they're
are going to do what we did. When the traffic moved to Amazon, where did I go? When my sales started to die on eBay, where did I go? I went to Amazon. Amazon started to slow down for me a year and a half, 2 years ago. Where did I go? I went to Canada. I'm in Amazon Canada now doing FBA in Canada, and I'm actually making more money on my products in Canada than I am in the US. The younger sellers are going to Whatnot. A great example is, I can't think of her name, the girl from New York. Tara. Not Tara. They're in the RV, travels with her husband. You know who I'm talking about, Scott. She's got a
Tamara?
unusual name.
because I'm having JT because I'm having to pay extra fees now. Y'all have to watch commercials.
But anyway, but she's built herself up a little channel on Whatnot. TikTok just, I don't know if it's Tamara, that's it.
That's what I tried to say, but nobody listens.
Huh?
TikTok just announced they're going to start a bidding program where you can bid on items. Their TikTok shops is huge. It's becoming huge, and nobody talks about that. Now, I'm not involved in it. But you got to understand that if you don't evolve, you might as well name your store Sears.
I don't
You might as
disagree
well
with that.
just go say, I'm Sears. I'm the new Sears. I'm
Yeah.
not changing nothing.
The eBay noticed yesterday. There's an eBay live button. I don't know how long that's been there. Maybe I'm not read and noticed it. It was red yesterday. Like, try to, hey, notice me, look at here. That eBay live button was red most of the day. Every time I opened eBay, it was red.
I can't even tell you the last time I was on eBay.
You know what kind of qualifications nowadays you have to have to be an eBay? You have to have 50,000 followers on your social media and all sorts of.
To do what?
To be on eBay Live, you have to have a huge following before they even let you. No.
Yeah, they didn't even acknowledge it.
I reapplied because we did that application process, never heard anything.
No.
So I reapplied and they
Not that
changed it. They changed it and then added that in where you had to have this huge, I think it was 50,000, might have been more. You had to have a huge social media following and all sorts of shit. So eBay Live isn't for the little guy, that's for sure.
What's that noise?
I'm sure it was Tom doing something.
No, it wasn't. It was not me at all.
Wondering.
It's
Sorry, that was me.
Thank
I bought some new motors for Saturns.
you.
No, that's not a Saturn motor. That's too big.
I was testing it.
How's the printing going, John?
I'm testing automation right now.
Well, how's it? How's the actual? Because you're new to the actual printing. How is that working? Is it?
So Kent, look at your statement, Kent, and then understand that you can't apply that to one part of the business and the other. If you're going to do that to eBay Live, you need to do that to the whole fucking platform. You can't just all of a sudden start something new and exclude everybody because, and then not expect people to go, well, that's not right. I've been on eBay, a loyal seller and buyer since 2000. You know what? Go screw yourself. That's what they said.
I mean,
they're
you could have
making
a brand new
decisions
eBay account if you have
Dude,
the right credentials.
they're not making decisions that is good for the platform. They are making decisions that you go, what in the hell are they doing?
Well, I hate to be this way because I'm sounding like John, but if you don't like it, if you can't make any money on it, then you're going to have to look at other platforms.
Now my question
That's
is,
your fucking job as the owner of a business. Your job is to make the most money possible for your company.
Absolutely.
If that means going to another platform, then take your fucking ass over to another platform, and it's not complicated.
Go to Prairie.
This is a lively show.
Yeah.
Lively show this morning.
I'm over
Prairie
here fucking
dirt? Is that what
easier
you
right
called
now.
it?
Okay, so the other way to look at this, John, too, is the same thing. You've got to look at it. What are you going to do about it? Because there's going to be so many people that have crazy reactions, and you can take advantage of this. How in your business are you going to take advantage of what eBay's doing? There's going to be a mass. I think the one thing that's going to backfire on eBay is they're going to get more money because of the ads, but I think that quickly they're going to realize people are going to reduce the percentage of promoted. That thing is going to go down.
People don't like doing it now.
I mean, if you're paying 8, 9, 10, go John. When you make a listing, like I just listed this right here, the suggested promoted listing for this Canon ink was 12.8%.
It's fucking.
That's low for some.
12
I've seen
point. That's
higher,
what
way
they suggest.
higher.
So they want me to give them 13.5% to sell it, and then another 12.8 to promote it.
Oh, it's more than that.
And so that number is going to go down. I mean,
I think it's a listen. I understand what eBay did. They got it. They got to show a profit. We're at the end of the year. Sales are starting to slump. People aren't really discussing it. This federal shutdown is affecting sales right now. Discretionary spending's down. We're starting to face the holidays. Things are starting to change, and they want to show a profit for the beginning of the year. It's a money grab. I will not. I will not argue that point at all.
it doesn't start till the first of the year, does it?
13th of January.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you need to do is how are you going to make it work for you?
Wow, where are you?
I'm
That's
still
what
going to use
That's
promoted
what I
listings.
just said. How are you going to make it work for you?
Well, that's always Scott. I always circle back to that. How are you going to? You're the owner of your company. How are you going to make more money for you because of their changes? And
Are you
usually,
in heaven, Jake?
usually
In
what
that
I
background.
found is when eBay and Amazon make a change like this, my business gets better.
Craig, I've already made $1,500
Craig.
this morning, so I'm not really worried. Sitting on my ass is okay today.
Oh, look, he's still Amish. He's drinking out of a fucking jelly jar.
Old habits die hard, John.
They're telling what concoction is in there of caffeine.
And Tom, you asked what's going on in my print business.
Yeah.
I just put the last of the printers I need for my entire print farm into the cart.
That's Harley. You think that's a little silly to hashtag dumper? I'm telling you that's going to be a thing. I'm telling you.
See, that's
I'm
switching. I've been in the process of switching more to the pay-per-click model because I can control some of the aspects a little bit better. And I think for bigger sellers, or at least sellers with
Thank you. There's my testimony. I'm done for the day. Goodbye.
The problem, John, is it's not like Amazon where you've got a lot of control over it.
Right.
They still don't have. You still don't have any idea where this stuff is going, how you're spending.
There's no
that
has been improved.
There's no negative keyword. Like that's the key for me.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Not the negative keyword. How do you wean out the clicks that you don't want to fucking pay for? So you're just going to end up spending more money.
That's sold without promotion. Huh.
So I wonder with promoted, like if you're ending your campaigns, like are you still getting hit? Like you're only running a campaign for a week and then you're ending it. Are you still getting hit?
Oh, there's no reason to run a campaign for a week. You would never run a campaign for 1 week.
You sure?
Yes.
JT, I can't believe you could not read your buyer's mind and send it to the right address.
You know, I'd be telling that buyer to go pound salt in a nice professional way.
No, I just tell them to fuck off.
So then what do you do? Do you take John's method of promoting listings every day, and then how about go to every other day? You promote one day, you turn them off the next. The law of averages, because it has to be promoted at the time of sale.
Yep.
If you turn promoted listings on and off every now and then, like on a random pattern,
you're laughing. You're laughing.
Specifically that you're charged the rate at which you are promoting it at the time of sale, and
Yes.
only if you're promoting at the time of sale.
Yes.
But listen, Amazon. I'm going to tell you what we do with Amazon now, and this is, they're much smarter than eBay when it comes to technology. You run your rank, you run your rank up so your sales are higher, and you turn off your PPC for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and the rank stays up there.
Yep.
And you're going to find out that by turning your ads off on eBay for select periods of time, one, your freaking drunk searchers aren't coming on, clicking. You're gonna have periods of time when you're not paying any promotion, and you're gonna be seen in the search because our algorithm's not going to wash it out that fast. So
Correct.
yes, you gotta figure out what's going to work. You're gonna have to test. Jake's testing. I guarantee you, out of everybody that's complaining and bitching and moaning, if you're not doing anything about it, Jake's going to surpass you.
So so everybody is, the AI just took Tom's friend's job, but you've also got AI that, if you've got these now browsers that'll do the things for you. What's the comment browser or whatever it is? You could have AI come up with a strategy on how to
Sure.
turn on and turn off your promoted listings. To where, you could feed the data and information in of how they're going to charge, and let it come up with a pattern to turn on and turn off listings. I'm telling you,
I had Comment Browser do all my drafts yesterday as a test, and it did okay. I had to change a couple things.
There's things if you're going to think outside of the box.
Marcia, aren't you supposed to be out flipping real estate deals instead of in a chat or talking about eBay? You make more money in one closing than most of these people make in a month.
So the nice thing is that we do have
eBay, by the way.
You've got what, 75 days just somewhere in there to figure out what's going to. Marcia, it's very easy to wipe your completed promoter listings out and start them over. That's
what I was getting at. Like, so you're gonna get the fee, like if you're gonna every week and then start over that campaign, right? Like,
if you do pay per click that way, you are not.
I'm not talking about pay per click.
So how about this? You run all promoted listings for like 20 hours, 24 hours at like 15%, and then you turn them off or turn them down to nothing, and
I wonder.
And see what, because, hey, John, you run high promoted. So for 24 hours, you run them at 15%. And then for the next 24 hours, you run them at 2%.
Yeah. No, these tactics could.
I wouldn't even do that. Here's where your primary buyers are. From 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You're thinking Amazon, though. Like, I wonder if it's the same rule.
It's the same. It's just, think about the logic behind it. By 9 o'clock at night, people are getting their kids to bed. They're doing this. They're doing that. California, they're trying to watch the news. All the shit going on the East Coast is where they get all their information from. And then from 9 o'clock on, you get the drunk clicks. The drunk clicks cost you more money than you can even imagine.
Yeah.
So if you do run from 9 to 9 at 15% one day, the next day put it at 2%.
So
you're talking pay per click though, now, right? We're talking promoted.
Same difference.
No, you think?
Yeah.
So,
I hate this. I hate
so,
this.
especially now that they're changing it, Dave.
What's that?
I think especially now that they're changing the way the attribution is working. I think John's right in that it could. I think it's worth testing.
The one thing I'll tell you too, y'all talking made me lose my train of thought. The one skill that you're going to have to develop that's really going to save you a lot of money and help your sales, you got to determine which items actually need to be promoted to begin with.
Sure.
It's also you also got to even be better at understanding the algorithm and understanding that you should never promote an item in the first 48 hours because the new listing bump and all the things. And so here's the next question: if the new listing bump it is a thing, does that bring back in the nuclear reset to offset some of the promoted? If you want to keep yourself up in search, do you battle? I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't have any clue. I'm just throwing it out there as an.
All right, let's get real technical about sales and how sales operate and the life of a product and all these things. You have to understand there's a natural level of sales. There, you're going to find a spot where if you sell the same item over and over again, it's going to come to a natural level of sales. Your store is going to come to a natural level of sales based on the product type that you carry. Oh, fuck did you do to me? Oh, there I am. I thought it was on the bottom. I lost myself.
I didn't do either. I haven't done anything since I put
out. There's a natural level that you're going to find. If you promote, you can push that level up, but it costs you money.
Sure.
If you take all the support out from under it, it falls. So you're going to find the sweet spot. I found in advertising on Amazon. If I advertise $100 a day, I stay right around $10,000 a day in sales. If I lower the amount, my sales drop. If I raise the amount I spend, my sales go up, but disproportionately to the amount of money I spend. So I'm actually costing myself more profit by raising that. So you guys have to look, eBay's like anything else. It's advancing in technology, so it's getting smarter. So the dummy way of selling, of throwing a listing up on eBay and saying, okay, I'm done, is going away.
And the other thing too is you really got to figure out what your base cost is. So when you're evaluating an item, that the days have gone of going, it's a 13.5% is what eBay, which is probably closer to fit by the time you throw in 30 cents and all the rest of the crazy fees, it's closer to 15 for most items. I think realistically you're going to have to use 25% as your base. As your base cost to sell is 25% without shipping, without anything, to make sure that you can be profitable in an item and really understanding sell-through rate. These numbers that, if you find an item that's like a 500% sell-through rate, you won the lottery now.
I hate to say it, but up the chatterways, Craig was talking about people just arbitrarily clicking on links just because they're asses. Now, do you think that's really an issue?
Because I don't know, but you want to teach people a lesson on January 14th from now on. Whenever you look up something and you've got that idiot who's got, because there's a model out there where if I max promote, I can be the top of every search, but my price is double every time I go to look up something. That guy, whoever it is, there's multiple people that use that model. Just start clicking on them, and so every time they're going to pay max for everything.
Marcia, tell Harlan to get his butt over there and help you out.
The one problem I see is we all do a lot of research on eBay, and we're clicking on listings all day, and some of those are going to be promoted, and now down the line, the guy's got to pay for that just because we clicked on it to do the research.
Yeah.
No intention to buy. And we didn't click on it because it was promoted. We clicked on it because maybe it sold or not sold, but maybe it was something we needed to do research on.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me how many printers. Somebody asked me how many printers. I'm going to 20.
But you got 4 now, right?
Yeah, Sandy said it too.
And they're on sale.
I bought a ton yesterday.
Oh, did you? Yeah, they're on sale now.
I got 20 grand tied up in the printing right now.
P1Ss are like 50%, 40% off, something like that.
42 or 43.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a second.
I think you have to plan in your business to understand that your costs are going to go up, and you're going to have to study your numbers in February. January will be a wash, but February and March you understand what your costs have gone up to plan for the rest of the year. Next year is going to be very interesting. But I'm telling you, promoted listings, I told everybody when they first came out, when they were 18, 19, whatever it was, that was a monster that is going to just steal. That is designed to take money from sellers.
And one of the things that people forget about is okay, you have an item, you're selling it, you got all these fees come out. You haven't even taken care of Uncle Sam yet. You got to subtract another 40% of that profit off of that daggum item to take care of Uncle Sam before you ever get any in your bank account.
40. I wish I was only at 40%.
So flip it good. I said that a few minutes ago. I think 25% is if you're being realistic about because when we first started, what was the rule, Dave? When we first started, when you were looking at products,
Pay 5, sell it for 15, and get 10.
It was 3 times. It was whatever it was. 5 sell for 15, 10 sell for 30, and that worked for. It doesn't work on Amazon anymore at all. It is
No.
It is closer to if you buy 5, sell for 15, you might get 2 back.
Not worth your time.
It's not. It's definitely no 100%.
Now, a bigger item it might be still, but on those smaller dollar items.
Yeah, Jabbis says he likes my business model. You have to understand why. I'm a avid reader. I like to educate myself, and I've been watching a lot of things going on. It's very hard. Before, everybody went to China for the product.
RJ has never changed.
China. Now, it's very hard to find anybody in America that'll make you anything because Made in America has grown so much in popularity because of the tariffs and everything going on and the constant never knowing what the cost of an item is.
He told y'all what he was printing. Chess pieces.
I'm printing chess pieces here. They're right here. This is what the #1 seller on Amazon carries.
I print chickens.
I was listening to.
These are mine. They're 10 times better.
I was listening to a guy today who was this morning while I was doing laundry. He has a print farm, and he was talking about that. He was talking about different websites y'all know about that, or at least Steve and John does. You can go on and you can pay like a royalty fee and download people's product and print it out yourself and try selling it. And he was talking about, he said, I really like this one item. And he says, but 14,000 people have sold those things. I downloaded the schematic for it. And he said, and then he flipped over to Etsy and he said, there's 37 pages of people selling that same item.
Here's what sells.
What is that?
It's just a knob.
Oh.
Those are the kind of things you need to learn how to.
You got to learn
that stuff.
To make the money, you got to get into granny panties and 3D printing.
Yeah.
Printing.
Craig has said something smart, and now Lag has said something smart. He says he does drone parts. Why is it something like a drone? If it has problems getting into this country, I watch a guy who crashed his drone, and he's trying to fix the part of the drone. He lives on a sailboat, so he doesn't have. He's like, I'd love to have a 3D printer, but it doesn't work on a sailboat because of the movement. He'll have they sank his damn catamaran. He had a brand new catamaran coming, $1.1 million catamaran. They ran around. So he gets his new catamaran in January, 1st of January. So he's like, I'm gonna have an office. because I would love to be out and something break to be able to print it. Drones are having everything that's having trouble coming over here. That kind of part that you can figure out a way to print these things. I'm telling you, that's money. Those are money makers.
Print mundane, everyday things people need too. It's just it.
Print things that people don't think of.
Yep.
D&D is a very popular game. This is a portable dice tower. I printed it off of printables. It sucks. It's not a really good, it's not what the players are looking for. I know because my brother is a D&D player. So I asked him, what do you need? What should I do with this? And he told me, so now I can take this basic concept and put it into something that I can send into Amazon and Amazon will sell. My advantage is I can print it in as many colors as I want once I have the design ready, and I don't have an MOQ on how many I have to ship. I don't have to buy 5,000 of these in China.
Yeah.
To be able to afford the mold.
Since we're on the subject of 3D printing tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Pat Dees is going live, talking about 3D printing, and I'll be on with him. So if you guys want to watch that.
Cool.
So if we got Craig and we got Lag, now if we could just get Kent to say something smart. I know that's a stretch to get all three of them.
I said something smart once about 6 months ago.
Okay, I got to get ready to go to an ophthalmologist appointment. Thanks, Scott, for having me on.
They're going to stick their finger up your ass?
Ophthalmologist.
Hey, when you're in there, Tom.
A queep! It was a queep! What the fuck is that?
Have a great day, everybody. Kent, we'll see you in the morning. Don't because Scott's being an ass today. Don't let him scare you away from my show tomorrow. Only have 10 people on there instead of 11 if you don't show up.
I've been replaced by a demon. They tried to kill me yesterday.
I gotta talk about my chickens for a second. I started making those chicken magnets. I was the only person on the internet making chicken magnets. So now I've got competition because I came up with a good idea, right? But if you go on Etsy, for example, and look at those other people's 3D printed magnets, they're garbage. It's kind of like your chess pieces. You know, they're not the same quality.
Well,
go look at them. I want you all to go right now and look at 3D printed chicken hen on nests.
Here's what most people do to their 3D printing. They're downloading a file and they're printing it and selling it. Nobody's taking the time to modify these things so that they are actually a decent product. I've made probably 20 modifications to this chess set.
Yeah.
To get it to where it is. I didn't just start printing them off and go, okay, I'm done.
The knobs, these are downloaded from somebody else, but most of my stuff isn't.
You know, and the other thing is I always try to stay ahead of the curve. I learned that from the Pop Rocks.
What did you? Instead of eating them, you put some in your ear and they talk to you.
When you find a product like that,
yeah,
you know that eventually it's going to die.
Correct.
Competition's going to eat. So you constantly got to be looking for the next item, the next granny panty that will carry you along until it takes off.
A frizzle chicken. Southern Vermont, are you gonna make me look up what a frizzle chicken is?
It's an ugly fucking bird, is what it is. It shits everywhere. Chickens are the dirtiest, nasty things and we eat them.
I actually got on Amazon with my chickens. By the way, they're listed over at Amazon too, and I'm under Amazon Homemade or Handmade or whatever they call it, which is cheaper. There's no monthly fee, but we've made a couple sales over there. Not anything great yet, but I haven't promoted it either. I'm afraid. I'm scared. the PPC and stuff. But I need somebody who's experienced in it to teach me. If only
See,
I
that's where I have a huge advantage.
ChatGPT, Steve. You can.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Or
right
any
now.
of the-
Financially, I'm afraid of it. That's
Okay, I understand, but there is limits you can place on it, but make sure you're using one of the paid AIs. Just don't rely on the unpaid ones
Well, I don't have paid ChatGPT anymore because
or any of the paid AIs
Comet
or
can do it
whatever.
better, but Comet's doing what I was doing on ChatGPT. I like it better.
Oh, wait,
So-
you have the you've got the. Do you have the whatever that thing that starts with a P? Whatever it's that one.
Perplexity.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Comet.
that's technically
Comment is there. Comment is the browser. Perplexity is just the one powering it.
It's
Right,
actually
but
pretty.
technically
I
you're using
like the way
paid
the
version. Is what I'm
agent
saying.
on.
Even though
Yeah,
you got
I have the paid
promo.
version.
Good morning, A.
I like the way the agent works on that browser way better than ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Way better. So
Well, when again,
it did all my
quote unquote paid version of
drafts for me
Perplexity,
yesterday.
even though you're not paying the monthly fee for it.
Yeah. So I'll get into it. Right now, I don't have the capacity either to make Amazon sales. I'm not sending them in. It's all merchant fulfilled. I didn't go out and buy all the printers like John did. I have one. I have two, but the other one I can't run the chickens off. It's just a prototype machine. So that's another reason I haven't started pay-per-click and things like that, because currently don't have the capacity. I'd love to have the capacity to do it, though.
So Dave and I have been having some interesting discussions about the media stores and how to do some certain things. And Dave, this might lean me more to your way of thinking, is because if you've got listings that are repeatable listings that you've always got product up and can build a listing up, like let's say somebody sold some twigs on the same listings for years, the more you sell, the more history of that thing, the less promoted listings you've got to do because it naturally rises in search. And so, it's going to, do you change the way you do list? I mean, I'm just throwing these stuff out. Do you turn inventory stock on and use a repeatable listing? So like you wouldn't think about the media, but I went through one box and I saw 4 of the same CD.
I've got it going on right now too.
And I already had a couple of that same CD. And so does it behoove me on these CDs to continue to use the same one over and over? Because it's nothing to let List Easier just blast through and continue to make them over and over, because it makes it, if you're, according to Josh, and I hope he's right, I think I have no reason not to think he's not, and he just came in, so good morning, Josh. Are you still in America, by the way? That, because it'll make them with different pictures. It won't trip the algorithm anymore to be it'll consider it a separate listing. But are you more effective in, if you're not gonna promote as much, or there's gonna be issues with how much, is this how you combat it, by using listings that naturally build up in search, because and cut the reliance to a little bit on, like Steve and chickens. If you're putting these on eBay or whatever, if you use the same listing over and over and never let it die, your dependence on promoted listings, can you come up with a plan in the things you sell to not have as much a dependent on promoted listings because you dominate that category or you're a big player in the category? It'd be very interesting.
Yeah, it's not hard to just make it generic or just update it after it sells. Add the new pictures and boom, it's still alive.
No, I think there's something to be said about that. Really,
I'm contemplating it. I've had 5 discs, same disc, and I ran them all through List Easier, but now I'm thinking,
how many more? Say you buy another pallet of discs, you're gonna get 5 more of that disc.
Well, that's my
Probably.
point. My concern was that it was going to be too much to look through, but as I'm building this thing, it's with filters and doing it right. I mean, it's really not that hard to do a quick search.
I got to run. I got people coming. Sorry.
You gonna do a live today, John?
I'm trying very hard to do a live. I'll promote myself a little bit. Scott don't pay me enough fucking money to be here.
He pays you money?
Wait, what?
I'm gonna promote myself to be here a little bit.
We put your channel in the chat.
I'm trying every day to go live on my channel. I am not committing to a time, so it's not a scheduled show. Over the next 30 days. Today is day 8, and I'm going over the business side of 3D printing. I am not talking about printing. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about running a large scale print shop without knowing anything and all the problems I run into and my successes. Like yesterday, we pushed a piece off the fucking bed.
Which is pretty cool to watch. I stood around for an hour waiting for that to happen.
I did. I came in late and got to see it in the last 10 minutes.
You know, it is what it is. And I announced it throughout that hour that we were waiting and killing time, waiting for one piece to get pushed off the bed. I'm doing it more for my grandchildren and my children to watch later on, to go back and say, okay, this is what it took him to do this. I'm telling you up front everything. I mean, I got 20 printers on the way to my house.
You doing that on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Just the Grumpy channel.
Yeah, on the Grumpy channel, and I have it on the front page. So set up Dave, pop it in there for me. I'm sorry, I don't know how to work technology. As you'll find on the show, I can't work technology very well.
I just put it up.
I'm doing the business side of it, guys. I'm not gonna say, well, this is what you got to do to print, you know, to make money. You got to go find these and sell these. No, I'm showing you what it takes to run an operation, the systems and processes and everything that's involved. It's a lot of boring stuff if you're just looking to print a couple 3D things at home. I'll talk to you later, guys. You have a blessed one.
Done.
I'll pop in at some point today. Have a blessed one, guys. Bye.
Later.
How the hell do I get out of
here?
I was gonna give him the Kent special. What the hell?
And that's no.
He went out too fast. But this promoter listings things, you know, I challenge you after you get over the anger, and you guys have seen the anger part from me this morning. It's you've got to get the anger out because, you know, they're taking money out of your pocket, but then you got to realize, how do you deal with it? How do you effectively make it to where not only does it effectively continue to sell at the rate you're at and a reasonable cost, but also you got to think of what the hell's your competition going to do?
I know what most people are going to do when this goes live is they're going to stop using promoted listings. So do I?
That's not the answer for me.
Not for me.
That's not the answer for me. That's not the answer.
I won't. But for a lot of people, it will be.
You know, you joke and laugh. You go, "Hey, I want everybody to stop promoting." You know, I don't want to. You know, that's what Kent's over there was joking about. I'm like, I don't want to go down that path to telling people that because that is the wrong answer for most people.
Figure it out.
I agree, it's the wrong answer.
Got to test it.
But I think that's the answer that most people, not people who listen to this show, they tend to be a little more smart. But
what? Which
most
one?
people are just going to quit. Yeah, which person? Except for Lag, everybody.
Okay, so Phil just got here, so Phil is the technical smart person of the day.
And I think the key for me, and of course that's what everybody has to decide. The key for me is to continue optimizing my testing, and I've never stopped testing. You know, I use sticks as a means to sell stuff, but at the same time, I'm learning the different parts and keeping up with what eBay is changing. So, you know, I don't make a ton of money on sticks. I mean, sure, I make money, but it's not my main gig, but it's a fun way for me to continue to keep my brain sharp in what eBay is doing and what is working currently. Who knows when I'll have the next product.
So Dave and I talk a lot about that's why we built the stores on brand new stores, completely separate, because I want that same avenue to where I can look at an eBay store and try things and know that it's one type of product that I have where my main store is just so scattered. You know, I'm listing ink cartridges and
Yep.
soap today,
Mhm.
and I'll get around. I've got 2 VCR combos over there. They're gonna, if they work today, they go up.
Yep.
So it's hard to understand the difference. But when you've got a niche product, a niche store, it's
Mhm.
Oh,
it
it's
really
amazing
does
when
serve
you
you.
do it this way. I've never looked at eBay this way before.
Right.
It was always different, and now I'm treating this 100% different.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. And
It's been interesting to watch you guys as your brain turns, and I see you doing some of the same things that I do, and I'm like, oh, I got to try that. You know, it's going both ways. You know, I mean, I'm intrigued by what you're doing, and
but
I'll
and
tell you
it is
this, I'm implementing some tactics that come from Amazon and Walmart into
yeah.
the store.
Mhm.
correct.
Right.
And so the interesting thing too, Dave, is how things change. You know,
Yep.
I was adamant against. You know, I'm like, I'll just let list easier sell all these multiples. I don't care. But you know, with eBay, a simple announcement, it completely changes the way you think, and you have to be prepared in your business to go. Maybe, you know,
And that's the key.
I still
What
don't know
happens?
because turning the inventory stock on, that my brain I have a hard time wrapping around the
So
fact that it's going to show me
let's say
10,000 listings and I've only got like 6,000 active. Whatever.
let's say you have 5 of the same CD and you have list easier, just list them like that.
Don't search
And
though.
with the new promoted listing structure, each one of those 5 gets a click on it, and each one of those 5 sells. Now you've paid that fee 5 times. You're better
Right.
off doing it the other way.
But what about
Or
the other?
or if you promote that, does it still count every time you make a sale?
I was going to
I don't
ask.
know.
That was what I was
Yeah,
asking.
because we don't.
Is
running
there
it,
a difference?
ending it, that one
Or
falls
do you
off.
even promote
Flow.
some of these
It didn't
things?
sell anyways, so what does it matter?
You
But
guys are
the whole
promoting all
point
your
of using the stock out, Steve, was to not promote on some of those that
Right.
if you got a listing that stays, say the one that I've got. Who was the one Dave that I got so many of?
because eBay's going to reward.
I don't know.
I forget what
eBay's
CD
going
it
to
was.
reward that
Barf
traffic.
looks.
I got a ton of Garth Brooks.
Barf
It
looks.
was
there's always
Barf.
a
It was
ton of
Barf
Garth
looks.
Brooks.
Barf looks.
I got Roping to Win CD. I think that's the name of it with the checkerboards on it.
Yeah.
I got 4 or 5, and I just the ones I noticed. And so that's another one. And generally, that one's the one that probably needs to go disc only anyway.
But then I would ask you,
I think
Scott.
you'd be better
The
off.
next question I would ask you though is, does that mess up your inventory storage system if you now don't know where the next of the 5 CDs is as you sell each one?
But if you search to see if you've got any more of it, it'll tell you where the location is. You just pile them in the same box.
Okay. I'm just making sure you were in, like, because anytime you change your process, you have to make sure you have a.
They're early in the game though, so they should be able
Yeah.
to change that process if they
Yeah.
need to.
Sure.
Yeah,
They're
I've
not like-
sold. How many have I sold? I've lost one. Let's see
And
how
I
many.
think you're right. If you recognize that you have more than one of a CD, I think making that type of listing is better.
I think it's worth testing it.
Yeah.
So can you turn the stock on and off for an individual listing, or do you have to do the whole store?
It's the whole store.
It's the whole store. I've left
That's
mine
what I thought.
alone.
I've never used the stock feature. I don't know how it works.
See, I've used out of stock option for a long time.
God, I
Years.
started deleting them, and then I decided as I'm running through this and finding more commons,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep it because.
So here's the one thing to keep in mind: it's 90 days out of stock before that thing disappears.
Who's feedback?
90 days.
What? Oh, when it'll kick it out?
When it will just poof disappear out of your
Yeah,
listed inventory. Now, unless that's changed, I checked it not too long ago, and I tested it in December into January of last year, and it was 90 days. Boom, just gone. Just nothing. It's not in your need to be listed for later. It's just gone if you have it out of stock and no stock on it for 90 days.
Let me go look. I wonder if I have any in my other store.
I'm going to have to learn how to use this stock feature.
I mean, it's just a setting, 2 check boxes that you check.
Let's see.
At least that's what it was. 8 years ago when I turned it on.
Yeah,
Nine
I'd
years.
have to figure out where to
I don't
find
have
that.
any.
So I've sold in that new store. I've sold 698 items, and I have not lost one. I've had a couple of the discs I didn't check, and they didn't have a disc in them, but I've not lost an item yet. I lost a CD DVD yesterday, but it was the other store.
You mean loss as in you couldn't find it when you
That
sold?
doesn't count.
Yeah, it was the main. I still have some DVDs mixed in the other store that are sitting there. It should have been sitting right there with the rest of them, but it was not. And I checked. I checked there's 20.
Why don't you pull all the media off the primary store, man, and just run it back through the process?
I need to just go ahead and take. I need to go
Separate.
ahead and use whatever that is, Ink Frog for 1 month and
I don't
move
have
on.
that many on the primary, no?
There's quite a few. Let's see.
Ink Frog still exists.
Yes, Ink Frog still
Jeez,
exists.
that's been around forever.
Kind of like chicken magnets.
Chicken magnets haven't been around that long. Well, chicken magnets have. Hen on nest magnets haven't.
Ah.
I can't believe nobody ever did it. There's hen on nest everything else. T-shirts and
So there are 20. There's 28 CDs.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you that long to just transfer. Well, you're never going to do it again, really.
There you go, Steve.
There are 110 45s.
Thank you.
And there are 65 DVDs. So about 200 items.
It's not bad.
The problem is as I'm moving them
that's
over,
where I thought it
I'd
would
have
be.
to have inventory numbers and everything. The records are easy, but
Just rerun them.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing is just
delete them, fucking rerun them, and put them back in your process.
Hey, Jake, do you turn on buyers can see exactly how many items are left?
I mean, I have it turned on one of my stores, turned off on the other one.
What's the benefit of that?
If you're using like an infinite inventory on an item, they can't see that you have infinite inventory.
see that
Yeah, okay.
the biggest conclusion I have from this too is on the podcast, which we'll record tomorrow. That there's people that actually complain in the comments to the Profit Playbook podcast that we talk too much about business mindset and those kind of things. I'm telling you, folks, it is getting so complicated to sell and to run a business on these online platforms that if you're not paying attention to your numbers and understanding what cause and effect is, if you raise and like John can tell you to the what percentage up or down based on spending on pay-per-click. If you don't drill down to that level to your understanding, it's going to get worse. Just think this is on January 13th. What else are they going to do next year? That you need to have a complete understanding of your business inside and out so that you understand, okay, you can be pissed off that they're doing this, but what are my options? How does it affect my business? If you're not to that level, I mean, hobbyists are still going to come and go. You can sell a couple items here or there, but I think it is really sorting out these last couple of years as a lot of sellers have come and gone. That serious business mind, that business personality is the ones that maintain.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I don't have that good of a business mind.
See, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hold on one second. No, trying to find the funeral music. I can't find the funeral music.
Damn it.
No, I'm seriously, my mind doesn't work that way, and that's why I listen to people like you guys.
But isn't there someone close to you who likes a certain Kermit the Frog color, who thinks that way?
She thinks a little bit more that way. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's part of the reason I'm getting into the 3D printing stuff is because it's a repeatable process, and if I find some good items that sell, I at least have a base, to work from.
How did I lose the funeral music?
Do we get a rebate when List Easier screws up?
Oh, here it is.
I don't know.
Oh,
If
never
only
mind.
you knew the. If only you knew the guy who runs that program.
Okay, so here's
Or do I get one back?
because of this was so crazy. So Josh, he's probably not hearing him. He was just doing a
John
fly.
Jones, yes.
He was just doing a flyby to tell us he's still alive. So
He didn't
for all,
want to do a stop and chat.
so List Easier for all of you who complained, and I don't know how many in this audience would complain. It's too much money. I can't use the 1,000 listings at $70. I wish there was a lower. And you're concerned about using all your listings. There is a new tier on List Easier now of listing. You can buy credits, and they don't expire. Let me click on it to give you the exact price. Damn it, you and your 4-star
I might actually use it.
pricing. So it is a new the
99.
credit system. For $14.99, you can buy 100 credits. They don't expire. You don't need a subscription, and it's good for each credit is a listing. And so for you smaller sellers who are like, maybe you go try a different one. I'm telling you, their List Easier is better than the rest of them. I stand my ground on that. But you didn't need it. But now all of a sudden, for $15, it's 15 cents a listing. Everyone else, go over to Rockstar, and all the rest of them fools are trying to charge you 50 cents a listing. And
Is that what
understand,
Rockstars does?
I think Rockstars is about 50 cents. Somebody tell me how much is. Anybody know how much Rockstars is?
It's pretty close to that. It might as well be.
I know. Better
Tekkens
Lister
was 50, right?
Yeah.
So it really, if you want to try it, but beer 10 listings wasn't enough to really get a grasp. I mean, throw $15 at your business, run 100 listings through, and see what happens. What's the worst? What's the worst thing that can happen? You have to buy 15 more. $100.
You quit using it, yeah.
Or you quit using it, and it's 15.
Probably a good app too to start with.
But you've still got 100 listings that were listed. So have you lost anything?
I do like the fact that they have both styles now, the credits and you can just have the standard plan. I was hoping they kept both options.
I'm like, how did they do both styles? I didn't see country or western.
I know, right? What the hell?
Does the credit one also include 5 eBay accounts like all the other ones?
Yeah, they're all the same, I think.
Okay. I might actually use it on occasion when I have a big lot of CDs.
I mean, what does it hurt to do 15? To go ahead and just start getting.
Sorry.
Is the handmade? I wonder if handmade or some of those things are the categories. They've been working on tons of categories. They thought they had a bunch of categories where they could get up, and something happened. And then they started working on the 100. They had to do almost a complete rebuild of a good chunk of the program to put a new pricing structure in.
I think this opens it up to more people. This List Easier. More people who are afraid. I mean, $70 a month for some people is a big chunk.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to use the listings, then it makes sense. This is a better option. Yeah, you're going to pay a little more per listing, but then again, you're not committed.
It isn't that much
more. A lot more anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people felt pressure to use or lose and that kind of thing. Whereas this puts the ball in your court. So I mean, it also helps us. One of the big things that I know they heard, and I heard people tell me the same thing, is I'm a part-time smaller seller. There's no, I mean, it's a lot of money. $70 will be a lot of money for someone who has 100 listings, but you can.
You're a little over double the price, but still, I think at 15 cents a listing isn't that bad for some.
But the feedback they got is people said they would rather pay more for less, knowing they per listing, but had less listings because.
And a lot of those people will eventually upgrade.
100%.
And they can test it and only use it for the ones they want to use, and not feel like, oh my goodness, I have to use this for everything.
So that's a good. So
It's
anybody
be a lot better for a guy like me because I'm mainly do one-offs,
and Todd, you're 100% correct. And I think the one thing that's the game changer, Todd, once they get an app out where you can run it through an app and do one-offs with an app on the phone, I think that's where a lot of it takes off for certain sellers who do a lot of one-offs.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
think
I
great
was-
to make a listing standing at the garage door where you just bought something.
Jake
we
and
used to
Heaven.
do that. I used to do that on the road. With, I used to when Polaroids were hot. I'd buy it at a yard sale, put it on the hood of my car,
He's
take
in
a
his.
picture, and list it on the road.
He's using his new MacBook, so he must be in heaven.
That's right.
Blue sky.
So
Shine.
what?
Is
So
that
what?
just the regular Mac background set? You know, like the
So what? What are you doing to do
Mac?
that?
It's the built-in for the camera, for the AI camera on this new Mac.
Oh, that MacBook I got.
Yep.
Corey, come over to the dark side. Join us with MacBooks.
It's a hardware setting. It is not on my older MacBook. It doesn't work on that one.
I do have it on my desktop here, but I can't remember how to do it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't work with a Mac Mini. Probably not.
Well, no, because you don't have a camera on that one built in. You have to go up to the status bar, Steve, and just click on the camera icon.
It's not letting me do it.
You look good in pink, Jake.
I have done it, but oh well. I'm not worried about it right now.
On the new one, it's so smooth.
I went up and clicked on the camera and it took a picture of me.
If I click on the camera, it just says I'm using Google Chrome and there's no other settings. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, maybe that's it right there. Maybe I have to have Stage Manager on. Does that make a difference? No.
I have it on and it's not doing.
I don't like Stage Manager.
Yeah, it's a different. It looks quite a bit different on this one.
I know it's up there. I've done it before.
Yeah, but they rebuilt the interface. Is what I'm saying. It's like, yes, you have some of the
Oh
features.
yeah, and I updated, so maybe I'm just not. Maybe I lost it. Oh, there. Never
All
mind.
right, so now we have on Stage Manager.
I'm done playing.
We're not screen mirroring. I haven't messed around enough with this computer to.
Yeah, all I got up there is focus, Stage Manager, screen mirroring. But I don't. If I click on the camera, it does show me the live feed from the camera.
I don't know what that does.
Of course, my computer was manufactured in 2019, so
That means it's an Intel, so it's not going to do a lot of the stuff.
But I have had that. But maybe it only works. Maybe it's because I'm on EVMux, but on StreamYard, I know it works. I swear I've used it in here.
Yeah, on StreamYard you have a different option, but then you're going into the platform to do that, or
No. I was able to do it. I don't know. I'm sure I've got something turned off since.
All right, so
upgrading.
we beat promoted listings to death. We talked about List Teaser. What else is left?
Is that what yours looks like, Scott? I sent you a picture.
I've been ignoring my phone because it's just can't cussing me out.
Just can't, yeah. Yeah, I would ignore that too.
No.
See, that's a different setting that they have now enabled on the new MacBooks.
I know I have, but maybe it got turned off when I updated.
It's just a
recently.
slightly different interface, an upgraded interface.
Yeah.
I know the one thing they took away in
Desktop.
they're forcing you to use their Stage Manager or whatever that little icon is, because you can't put the sound back in the little icon for the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Very rare. If we do, it's generally just a dusting.
You want to talk about snow in Ohio?
Ohio snow?
The lake
Oh,
effect
snow,
snow,
right?
because I live right on the lake. We had lake effect rain this week. It put down, if it was snow, it would have put down 3 feet of snow, I think. We had a lot of rain this week, and it's just the way the wind comes over the lake. It creates it. But we had a lot of rain. Thank God no snow yet, though. Usually by this time of year we have one snowfall by the end of October. And we haven't, so
which makes no sense because I'm clicking on the sound and carrying on, and it's not doing anything.
They must have took my ability away when I upgraded or updated to whatever the latest Mac OS is.
26. Everything goes by the year, so it's 26.
Now, yeah.
All that was one nice thing.
Oh, I'm still on Sequoia. I'm not even on 26.
The nice thing that to stop all the confusion, they finally just everything is this year. So that's actually a good idea.
It makes so much more sense.
They took a card out of the Samsung playbook.
I'm on 26 on my iPhone and iPad, but obviously I'm not on the. Maybe I can't get it because
Larry, we're supposed to get
computer.
We're supposed to get 3/4 inch of rain here today. So yeah, woohoo!
Let me find out. No,
and then be pretty clear after that.
General about software updates.
All right.
It got kind of chilly here.
What are you in the mid 80s?
I have the macOS Tahoe 26 beta, but it won't let me download it.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded to Sequoia yet. I'm still on Tahoe 2601.
52 going to a high of 64.
Yeah, I don't think it's that high today.
Let me.
Why won't we are going to a high of 55. Yeah. I actually had to turn the heat on out here, and then it got too hot. You at least got to get that smell. God, it was terrible. First time we turned the heat on for the year, it was burning off all the. Yeah.
I'm going to guess that OS 26 doesn't work on Intel Macs because I cannot. It's there, but it won't let me download it.
It does not work on. No, it does not, because I've got that one behind me. That my MacBook is a 20. It's that 2019, same one Jacob's got, and
the other one I had.
The other one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that means eventually I'm going to have to upgrade then, huh?
Yeah, so I'm actually on 15.7.1, 15.6.1 actually, 15.6.1 currently, but I have the upgrade ready that I can download at any time. Yeah, but I have that feature, the camera feature that I was telling you about. It's actually in Sequoia.
Yeah, this is on the
beta. I bet you there's a backdoor way to do it on an Intel.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah, it's probably what's that site that we used to use, Scott?
Core Legacy Patch.
Core
Legacy Patch. Core Legacy, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably have it sooner or later if
it's probably already there.
If it's technically possible, but the thing is, when you start changing hardware, sometimes there's software that's just not compatible.
There's a lot of things that won't work, and I know that.
Machine language works. It'd be kind of like trying to make Android operating system work on an iPhone hardware or something sometimes.
And I'm not super worried about updating. This works fine. So
I don't worry about
until it doesn't.
My laptop, because it's not as powerful as the M chips anymore, but it's still running a later generation i9 with 32 gig of RAM. It'll do it. So I'll upgrade that one. But here's a good example of that one, which it'll be sold. I bought that at an estate sale or at a church sale, and somebody had put OpenCore on it and it had it running 26. Oh my God. It's a 17, but it's only got an i5 with 8 gig of RAM or something. And it was like, you click on it and then you can go make a sandwich and come back and maybe it opened the screen, maybe it hadn't.
Well, that's the biggest issue with doing things like that is.
Yeah.
And so there's an error in the update now, Steve. So, because normally you can just hit Command R and it opens to the internet recovery, and will download the latest. It'll download the latest operating software. Where'd Steve go? Mm-hmm. Anyway, and a Mac will download the highest operating software that computer can run. I didn't
never hit Command R while you're in a live stream.
You refreshed your page.
But I found a video. I'm like, what did we do before YouTube? Because I'm like, this thing. I type in the Google.
Had books, Scott. We had books.
Encyclopedias.
I'm like, I typed in the error and it won't update from the internet recovery, and it sent me to a video, and the guy walked you through open and terminal. Basically, it's an HTTPS site that it sends you to, and
52.
they made it an HTTP site now, so it doesn't connect to it because it's not technically secure.
Well, I should be able, if I wanted to do the open core legacy patch, I should be able to do it on this machine because it's an i9 and it's 32 gigs, so
Same
just
as
like
mine.
yours. Yeah,
and it's
but
still
I don't know that I want to do it.
nothing slows that laptop is fast, man. Nothing slows it down. But I went to Mac Minis here, so this is an M4 and that one's an M2 over there. Just something that I know is going to last quite a while. The main one here, and then the other one over there for. I do a lot of listing on that shipping computer too, because I'll bring stuff in, set it on the table, and with Photo Room, you don't need lights. You just take pictures and wipe out background. So I end up listing a lot of stuff. So I wanted a better computer, so I upgraded that computer and sold that one, and now I'm going to sell this one.
I might get a Mac Mini if I ever upgrade.
I gave $60 for it at the church sale, and I'm gonna run it to the auction. The last one, it was crazy. The 2012, it went for $190 at the auction. It was crazy. So, yeah, the problem here is not porch pirates. The problem is it's raining all day.
We're starting to get rain tonight, so again, I got to do yard work today. That sucks.
So the experiment number 1 worked out, Dave. So, so one of the Dave, weren't you the one talking about you keep them big tugs in your van?
Yeah.
Or tried to. So I decided I need to be better organized in the van, especially with yard sales. So this was the first. I bought 4 extra of the. Can you see them? The black and yellow tubs, the 27 gallon. Yeah, there's one right there.
They're perfect. You can queue
I bought 4 extra of those 27 gallon tubs to put in the van, so they cover the back floor of the van where the back seats.
We keep a bunch of these bags.
I've got those, but so the problem is when you get home and I wouldn't put them in the bags, but I'll hit them in the bins, and so just to be able to throw the bins on the hand truck and roll them right in the building, it worked out real nice. So I did it with RA yesterday too. Same thing. It worked out really.
We've been keeping those bags because when we're at yard sales, I can keep stuff in my bag. She can keep stuff in her bag, and then I don't have the space that you do in your boat. So the bags work out really good, and they've got handles on them. You just carry them in the house after the end of the yard sale day or whatever you're doing that day. We use them for everything. We used them when we were doing RA too.
Yeah, JT, we're fortunate that we have a covered small front where the front door is. So they generally will get the boxes up in there if it's raining. So we could take stuff on rainy days. It's just pickups from back here. I don't have anything here.
Oh yeah, mincemeat.
I do envy Scott's Garage. I wish I had one like that.
Are we doing?
That's me.
Kent, are you cussing me out again this time?
I sold a vertical game, $14.95 plus shipping.
Hey, Kent, is that your new place?
I do have a covered porch though, so that helps.
So that's the only problem with that, Kent, is I've wanted to build one of those, but I'm like,
what is it?
How do you the big? It's been building the stands that will hold 8 or 9 or 12 of those black tubs. Have you seen it's been all over social media where you take some 2x4s and build a frame and they slide the bins in and out, slide the bins out for like instead of having a shelf here, you could have a wall of bins that come out, pull in and slide out.
The black shelves.
I was going to say the shelves
designed for those.
Yeah.
So I just bought the black shelves you can get for what, $40-$50, something like that.
All right,
probably just as cheap. But they sell bins that are made just for those black shelves.
I'll show you.
So
y'all know. So y'all know what I'm talking about.
Depends on how you build them out. It's like.
But you can customize when you're building it yourself too. So it depends on what you want to do.
I would say. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to build shelves.
I bought pre-made racks for everything. We've got a ton of them here. I'm thinking about selling a few off because they're in the back room and I don't use them as much. And if I'm going more 3D printing, I won't need them as much. So
Share
unless I
media.
have a big print farm, then I need them all. I don't ever plan on doing that. Four printers would be more than enough for me.
Downloads. So everybody see most of your stores now have the listing quality report. Has anybody started looking at that?
The new store.
Let's see if I ever got it.
So my new store doesn't have it, but the old store now does, which it never had it before.
Yeah, I think
Where
my
did
old
we find that again?
Go to performance and then summary.
Okay, and do I have it?
You still got to go pummel through a.
What was it called again? Performance report?
Download listings quality report. Should be a bubble.
Nope. Oh wait, maybe. Yes, I finally got it.
Yeah, most stores do. The newer the store, the less chance you have it. But
now you can go geek out on a CSV.
Yeah, I am not even gonna know what it says. I'll look at it, but
oops, wrong one.
I'm opening it. We'll see what it looks like. I don't do very well with spreadsheets and things like that.
Yeah, that's better. That way, there's no error. There's no room around it. Okay, I'm trying to find the window messenger. I can't.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's kind of neat.
Bigfoot screen.
Well, that didn't work.
No, Bigfoot screen. It's like
I hardly ever sell ties, and I'm in the top 400 sellers of ties, and I hardly ever sell them. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what that means, but
and what is the
old-fashioned way?
I can't figure this out.
This is kind of neat. I could put this through like a chat.
You can build them. You can build them many ways. So there's someone who has a little smaller tubs, but they have quite a.
That looks permanent.
It is permanent. We don't know. I mean, no, it's not hitting the ceiling. It's up to the ceiling. Somebody built it around their. Because you can see where it's under the garage door as it comes up. Hey, John, flipping ain't easy. You start watching. That's what you need in your garage.
There you go. Yeah, for all those giant items. Fucking useless for him.
Yeah, everything he sells won't fit in those tubs.
Yeah, I've seen the I've seen the ones on wheels. I guess the biggest thing, if you put wheels on them, you better invest in some heavy duty casters because the weight can go up pretty quick.
Or you could do shelving and double load like I got behind me.
I've got really one more wire rack, so I'm going to use the other wire rack while I figure out. So I guess the one thing I'm going to do over there, I figured out, is to clear a shelf at a time to make where I can put media over there. But as I do it, I'm going to put the inventory locations in the old store so I don't lose. Hey, Glenn, what's up, man?
What's up, Glenn?
JT, I had it programmed where only you see the commercials.
Yeah. You just go to all the garage sales and buy the dollar walkers.
How do I have myself over in the corner?
I was just going
to. The view is weird. I was like, what's different?
It says no connection.
We're all like zoomed in.
Take the wheels off of the.
That's a nice hairdo you got there.
Yeah, I stole a black lady down the street's hair. I sent Johnny that picture. She's like, "Why are you wearing a black woman's wig?" I said, "Because they didn't have any alt rockers or anything in this store." Thanks. I should have bought that one. Don't make me agree with Kent's. Vintage memories is no right or no wrong. It's basically if that storage works for you, then
Yeah.
pay for premium. I can't pay for premium.
I don't pay for premium.
So the problem is I don't watch TV anymore, and so I prefer not to watch commercials or anything I watch on YouTube. So and also, so yesterday's a great example. There's a couple of videos I wanted to watch while I was driving in the car, but I didn't want to, since I'd almost been killed, I didn't want to put it in the ditch or anything in the middle of nowhere. So on your phone, it gives you the option to, you can close your phone out and it still plays. You can switch, you can put something to the background. Good morning. Good morning. So that's one of the bigger features for me for YouTube Premium is the fact that it'll put it in the background. So my map can still be running. And they were talking about the new updates to the iPhone. I didn't need to see that. I was listening I listened to like half an hour of Candace Owens on her YouTube because she goes live.
I'm
and
afraid to listen to Candace Owens right now.
The one thing I know,
my buddy's been telling me about it, and I'm like, ugh.
The one thing I know to be true is that once they start attacking somebody, there's a reason they're attacking them, and she's got everybody after her. There's a reason. If you're not speaking truth, they don't care anything about you. JT, well, I'm just glad we've got a day off, man. It's that was a crazy ending to a game.
I haven't watched any yet. I'm gonna have to start watching them. What's the series? What's the series at right now? Who's leading?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. World Series.
I don't know. I don't watch baseball. Cubs already
lost. That's what you were talking about.
No, JT was talking about the Alabama South Carolina game.
No, I don't care about college football.
But like 4 minutes to go, Alabama was down 8, and we ended up winning.
Well, I know who's playing. I just don't know what the series is at yet.
Yeah, that was a tough game.
At least both won one.
You guys gave us a good game, JT, but also, man, first time ever an SEC team, no off weeks, to beat 4 ranked teams back to back. 2 on the road, 2 at home. So, yeah, Bama was worn out. We needed the. And I don't know if you've seen it or not, JT, but that's some of the other stuff I was listening to is, you can listen to people talk about college football using YouTube Premium by putting it in the background and letting the map run. And that next year there's only going to be 1 off week, not 2 off weeks like there have been the last few years because of the way the calendar works out.
Besides no commercials, what is the benefit to having premium?
You get YouTube Music, and
I wouldn't use that.
And you can run YouTube with the screen off.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd use that much.
That's the reason I have it, is because I can put it in my pocket and listen.
I don't watch YouTube on the phone.
Oh yeah, I'll be walking around. I'll walk around Walmart listening to something.
The only thing you can't listen to with the screen off is sponsored content or prepaid content, whatever those. Like when John has his members only content, you can't listen to that for some reason with the screen off. And anything that is classified as just for kids or whatever that classification is, or safe for kids, whatever. For some reason,
I don't know if I'd use those features. The only thing that would benefit me is the no ads, and I don't care. I don't care if I watch ads or not. Now, during a live show like this, I do not like it.
It goes hand in hand for me because I don't want to pull my phone out to click the skip ad button because it's already in my pocket. So those two kind of go hand in hand. I pay for.
There are some ads. I think YouTube should outlaw ads that are longer than 30 seconds because some of them can go on for an hour.
Well, you can skip them, but yeah, that's the point.
But like what you're saying, you don't want to pull it out of your pocket to do that. So I don't know why they allow that sort of thing, but I was watching something one day and the ad was related to what I was trying to watch,
Oh,
and it took me like 15 minutes before I realized it was an advertisement.
Yeah, that's what JT. That's what we did. We got rid of Spotify and just used the free version of Spotify and pay for YouTube Premium. Even though
We have
I don't think
Pandora.
YouTube Music is not as good as Spotify, but
it's a
If I
reasonable
wanna-
comparison.
If I want to listen to talk, I have iHeart, and if I want to listen to music, we have Pandora. So
hey, it's just on. I just put it on small. JT, wait till Friday night. I'll put it on max.
and the only time I listen to music is in the car, so Pandora works fine for me.
You know,
And it's-
Heck yeah! All right, everyone. I have to get ship because I was not around yesterday.
Yeah. Working man.
I have to ship my pants.
Ooh.
Ship your
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah, but you've got 75 days to figure out what you're going to do for next year. So get.
Damn, don't remind me.
No, I'm talking about for promoted listings.
I don't even know what I'm doing for this year.
I understand. Yeah, Upstate Picker. It's in Apple Music. I listen to Apple Music more than I listen to anything else. So with the iPhones. So
I don't listen to that either.
play Silicone Shadows. Okay,
There you go, kill him with it.
we'll get you on the way out. We'll get you the small version.
Woke up to the grind, search bar in my brain. eBay's looking twisted, nothing feels the same. Margins bleed like oil, my listings disappear. AI scans my soul, whispering in my ear. Silicon